Okay. So for a while now, I've been thinking about making this video, and so I'm finally doing it after so long. And it's probably windy, and you probably hear some music playing in the background, but never mind that. So, anyways, the reason as to why I'm creating this video is because I wanted to talk about me transitioning into my college life and this type of independency that is just been applied to my life as of right now. So when I originally came to college, the first thing that I knew for a fact, I was like, I want to be a medical examiner, I want to major in biology, and this is what I want to do. I've always loved, the human anatomy type stuff or whatever. But all of that really changed after probably September. September. That's when, I started realizing that, is this really what I want to do? Is this really something that, just makes my soul just the absolute happiest? And, is it my passion? Is that what I see myself doing for the rest of my life? And honestly, the answer to that question was no. So that's when I actually struggled when it came to my major. So I was actually undecided for about a month and a half, I want to say. And eventually, I just prayed about it, and I prayed about, God, what is best for me? What do you want to do? What do you want me to do? What is it that you think that, is best for me in my life and, my future? And I mean, going through that and being an undecided major and having an undecided major, it's a struggle, honestly, because that's where you're just in this box of like, who am I and what am I supposed to do and what is it that God wants to do with my life? And so being an undecided major, actually, it was a struggle for me, as a person, because I was like, I'm here, I'm in college, now what? What am I supposed to do? I'm not a biology major. Everybody around me is like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And I'm like, what am I who am I, And originally when I grew up, my decision was to do singing on the side, acting on the side as a hobby or whatever, still have dreams, but to go to school and to be a medical examiner and to major in biology. That was originally my plan. But it just sunk into me that that's not something that I really want to do. It's so awkward because people are looking at me as they're walking by, but oh well. But that's originally what I wanted to do. But then I just went through this phase of like, I don't see myself being happy doing that. And I don't want to go to school, pay all of this money, and then in the end just say, I have this degree, I'm going to work this job or whatever, but I'm not happy. And that's something that many people do these days. They go into college, they get a career, they pick a major, and they do it for the money. And that's not something that I want to do. I mean, money is great, but what is it that makes your soul the absolute happiest? What is it that makes you just smile automatically? And I thought about that for so many years and for like the longest time ever. What is it that makes me happy? And automatically, theater was the thing that I thought of. Theater. I love theater. I've always loved theater, singing, acting. It's just been a part of me and who I am. And so I asked God, I prayed, I talked to so many people, and they just helped me a lot. And one person who really helped me a lot was Miss Martika. She really helped me and guided me into like, what it is that I should do. And when I grew up, and being all in high school, my parents, they always wanted me to actually have a realistic job, a realistic degree. But I just found out that that's something that I don't really want to do. I don't really want to just go to college, get a job just for the money and just do that for the rest of my life. I mean, in my opinion, I feel as if there is so much more to me than just sitting in a cubicle or sitting in this office or whatever, making all this money and not doing the things that makes me the most happiest. But it's just, yeah. So I'm not really sure the date or when I actually officially changed my major, but God just sent me so many signs. He sent me so many signs through people, through messages, and through all of these different things. And the sign out of all of that was to just go for it. And the one thing that held me back from changing my major in the first place was fear. And when it comes to fear, you just can't let it overcome you, because fear can hold you back from like your purpose and all these different things. And I'll tell you, when I changed my major, I just felt so at peace. I felt at peace. And I mean, I'm even struggling with it now, but you know, it's all about taking that step of faith and just trusting God and say, God, I'm giving this to you. And you showed me that this is something that you want me to do, so I'm going to do it. But I need you to guide me. And that's a place where I'm at right now. Guide me, God. Show me where to go. Show me how to do this. Show me which choice to make. I made this decision, and now I'm putting my entire life into your hands. And that's something that's definitely not easy at all, putting your entire life into God's hands. But it's something that we all need to do, and that's what I'm doing as a college student right now, putting my entire life into his hands and knowing that through it all, he will definitely lead me, guide me, and help me to become the person that he wants me to be and to pursue my purpose, my dreams, the desires of, you know, that I have in my heart and the passion that I have. And yeah, so that's something that I really did, and I feel so much at peace with it. And I mean, at the beginning when I first changed my major, I was so afraid to tell people, you know, I'm a theater major, you know. But now I'm just like, you know, I just need to be proud of, you know, my choice, and that God has shown me that this is what he wants me to do. So why not just say proudly, I am a theater major and I am going to pursue my passions. I'm putting my dreams inside of God's hands, and I know that all things will work, you know, good for those who love the Lord. So that's something that, you know, I'm just blessed to be able to do. And when it came to my family, both of my dads, both of my moms, you know, they just support me, and that's something that I love. That they support my choice, and they they're okay, and they're okay with my decision, and they know that I'm talented, and you know, they trust that, you know, something good will come out of all of this. And that's something that I'm just blessed to have a family and people around me who support me and my decision. And that's just something that just makes me entirely happy overall. You know, that just builds my faith even more to know that this is something that I want to do. This is the path that I've chosen, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it with faith and trusting God fully that it will work out for me. And that's just something that not many people can do, honestly. Because I mean, I remember one day in class, in my Journey to Success class, we all went around the entire table, and everybody had to say, you know, their major. And I looked around, and I was like, I'm the only person in here who was actually in like theater or like fine arts and stuff. Everybody else was like doctor, nurses, and all this different medical stuff. And I was like, dang, I'm the only person, you know? But like, I don't know. Like, I feel as if I'm just different. I'm different than other people. And I've always been on a different path than others. You know, many people, they choose the same things as others. But I've always been so grounded in being authentic in myself and just making decisions that there might be scary, but at the same time, that will just... It's going to be scary, but at the same time, it's just what I want to do. So why not do something that makes you happy? And why not do something that you wake up every morning thinking about, and you go to sleep every night thinking about it? And why not just take that leap of faith and trust in God with your entire heart that he will fulfill your dreams and, you know, help you fulfill your purpose? And that's something that I'm doing. And yeah, it's a struggle sometimes for me, because I know that I don't know the future. I don't know what God has in store for me. I don't know how I don't know what job I'm going to have in the future. I don't know anything, but I just know that I do have faith and I do trust God that he will help me. And whenever people ask me, what are you going to do with a theater major? What are you going to do with that type of degree? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just trusting God to lead me along the way. And with that, I know that even though it's scary for me right now, I know that he will guide me and lead me. And that's something that is hard for a person, but every day I just ask him, God, lead me and just show me what it is that you want me to do. And that's pretty much all I can do. But it's just a step that I've taken that I'm just happy about. And, you know, I just like that I have so much support. I have a huge support system. And that's something that just helps me get through my confusing times and my confusing moments. But yeah, I just felt as if I should make that video and just encourage others that it's okay to be different. It's okay to choose something that you're not. I don't know. I just know that it's all about faith, and it's okay to have faith when it comes to different things. Everything, just have faith. And I've always been a person who has wanted to dream, and I've been dreaming my entire life, and I'm just trusting God to help those to, get those dreams to come true. Everything is in his timing, and that's something that I'm learning as well, patience. And I just want to encourage others that patience is the key. And even though we don't know the future, just put your entire future in his hands, and he will definitely show you what to do, show you how to get there. And even if you feel as if he's not working behind doors, he is. He's working. You might not see it, but he's working. You might not feel it. You might not feel like it is, but he's working. And that's just something that I just wanted to talk about. And just, encourage others that it's okay. And yeah, that's really what I'm going through right now in my life. And I'm okay with sharing this, because it's my life. It's my life. It's a path that I've chosen. If you're judging me and saying, oh, theater, what are you going to do with that? Just know that I have faith in that everything is going to work out for me. I'm going to be looking back on, I'm just going to say that. But, yeah. And, when it comes to doing things and having faith, you're always going to be tested. And you're always going to have moments where you're like, did I make the right decision? You know what I mean? But, yeah, like one day I saw this thing in a book. It was like 85% of, what is it called? 85% of people who, I don't even know what is it? 85% of actresses and actors, people who aspiring, they don't really pursue that acting or whatever. But I don't let things like that, interfere with my faith or anything, because when I look at it, I've been given this passion inside of me, and I don't think that God put it there for no reason at all. He all puts things inside of us for a reason, and I feel as if I have this inside of me for a reason, and I've been doing the things, I've been applying my faith, and I've been working, and that's really all I can do. And he's the overall connection. God is the overall connection. It's not people. Yeah, it's all about who you know or whatever, but if you don't have God, none of that stuff doesn't mean anything. As long as you have him, he will show you. He will bring somebody in your life who will open the doors and who will just bless you. And that's just something that I'm just, I'm learning and I'm taking in. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. About to go to class. And yeah, be dope. Bye.